Day 3, CFO Mission. It is September 7th, 2018. We have 0 followers today. We have 0 clients. We have 0 missions funded. We have 0 missions completed. We have 1 lead. We have our first lead, or I should say our first sales call. That was exciting about yesterday. I sent out a few emails to some people I knew, telling them that I had quit my job to start my own business. I got a response from one of those people, and said they wanted to meet. So Tuesday, 8 o'clock is my first sales call. So I have to spend the next few days getting ready for that with my training. Also, following up from yesterday, we had the question of, what was I going to work on? Was I going to look at this logo, or was I going to focus just on this consulting training that I was working on? I was successful in getting through 75% of my training, which was great. I resisted the temptation to look at that logo. I will look at that today. My goal today is to get through the rest of day 2 of my training and start day 3. There's a lot of exercises that I need to do. So today's lesson is really about, or yesterday's lesson I should say, was really about self-confidence and believing in yourself, setting goals not just for your business, but who you want to be in life as a person, so on and so forth. And it was really just this whole mindset of what society thinks versus what you should think as an individual. So most of the world is mediocre or worse. And there's like this exponential scale of income and earners, and the 1% makes so much money in the 80-20 rule of 20% of the people make 80% of the money, and like that rule applies to so many things. And it was just really eye-opening for me. It wasn't shocking or brand new to me, but it's something I think that everybody should think about. Anybody that really wants to be something and be amazing and make a ton of money and live the life they want to live, you have to have that belief system first. And it doesn't matter what degree you have, it doesn't matter how smart you think you are. If you have the drive and the passion to go after something, you can do it. Things really aren't that hard. What is hard is the work ethic and the confidence, and the thing that sets Michael Jordan apart from the rest of the NBA in his day and age. It was like all those basketball players were amazing. They were so good, and a million times better than I was as a basketball player. And then there was Michael Jordan, who was so much better than all of them. So, even to get to that level is to like the NBA is an amazing accomplishment. And then to think that there's another upper echelon of that, it's like, well, where am I now? Well, I'm way over here. I'm not even thinking about here, but if I aim for here, I'm going to keep getting to here, and here. So that was important. That was exciting. I think anybody that really wants to accomplish life under their own idea versus somebody else's really has to go through this mindset training, because a lot of people spend their whole life thinking, well, I got to do what somebody else says. Like, well, I got to get a college degree, or I have to get an MBA. You really don't. You have to get educated. You absolutely do. So you can educate yourself. You can read books. I'm not saying don't get a degree and all that stuff's good and all, but what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? You have to know that first before you just blindly start doing stuff. So another thing for me yesterday was I set a 90-day goal a few weeks ago. I set a bunch of 90-day goals. One of those was I wanted to set 6 personal records in my workouts, which means either a workout or a lift or a run time, whatever. I wanted to break 6 of my own records, and I started tracking this stuff a few months ago. So I broke 4 of those just yesterday in one day. And so that's great. I was excited about that. It really wasn't that hard. It's just the crazy thing about it. And what's awesome about that is I want that to be the new normal. Like, I want to continually be getting better. I don't want it to be a surprise that like this huge celebration that I set this PR. I always want to be getting better. So if I'm constantly working out on a regular basis and I'm working on these things, and I'm not just blindly going to the gym and half-assing my workouts, or going for a run and not working hard, or not eating right and thinking that I'm going to get better. I mean, you have to measure this stuff. So that was exciting. I've got 2 more that I got to do in the next 75 days. I mean, that's going to be easy. So I want to continue to break the ones I've already broken. So that's something that's exciting. I think it's very important that another thing the video said yesterday at training was like, what you do in one part of your life will show up in other parts of your life. So if you're disciplined here, you're going to be disciplined here. You know, at the end of the day, you are going to be who you are, and you can do certain things for certain periods of time. But unless you really change, you know, all your bad habits will show up everywhere, including your business. It'll show up in your relationships. It'll show up in your body. It'll show up in your business. It'll show up in your faith, all these things. So, you know, if I practice it in one area, hopefully that's going to transform to another area. So we'll see how it goes. But that's it, day 3. This is a long video. Sorry, I'm going to try to keep them shorter. It's Friday. Fridays don't feel like Fridays used to when I used to work for somebody. So it's time to get after it today.